Premier Soccer Club, the 07 Navy Girls, the 03 Navy Girls, and the 01 Navy Girls. All three teams are coached by our very own captain, number 7, Val Texera. The 07 girls are EDP champions. The 03 girls are Disney College Showcase winners. And the 01 girls are currently in first place in the National League and heading to Las Vegas in March. Congratulations to all three teams, and thank you for joining us here tonight at the Harrisburg Heat. Fans, we'd also like to wish a big welcome and hello and congratulations to the Kutztown U12 boys joining us tonight. Quinn, Colin, and Bam Bam. They are also winners of today's 3-on-3 tournament. Congratulations, guys. And now the lineups for the visiting Syracuse Silver Knights. In goal, Cameron Chivione. Number 2, Ben Raymond. Number 3, Michael Cunningham. Number 5, Domenico Vitale. Number 9, Vittorio Petrera. Number 13, Bo Hellebuck. Number 21, Darren Toby. Number 22, Andrew. It's time. It's time to introduce your Heat. Bringing them onto the field, let's hear it for Scorch. And now your 2017-2018 Harrisburg Heat, beginning with our captain, number 7, Val Texera. Number 85, Lucio Gonzaga. Number 11, Ricardinho. Number 1, Hugo Silva. Number 16, Marcus Chantel. Number 17, Dominic Francis. Number 19, Douglas DeSantos. Number 15, Birche. Number 8, Thiago Freitas. Number 5, Leo. Number 2, Brad Kerstetter. Number 12, David Miller. Number 4, Danny DiPrima. Number 3, Ben Pardue. Number 75 and player coach, Denison Cabral. Your Heat coaching staff, assistant coaches, Lester Felician and Gino DeFlorio. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem tonight is being brought to you by the Outlet Shops in Gettysburg. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that everyone please rise and gentlemen remove cover for the performing of our national anthem. Tonight, our national anthem is being brought to you and sung by the Boiling Springs High School Chorus.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome out to the New Holland Arena at the Farm Show Complex. John Wills back with you here at Fremont Mortgage Field tonight. The Harrisburg Heat playing their final game of the regular season as they host the Syracuse Silver Knights. The Heat 5-16, Syracuse 7-12. A rough night last night for Harrisburg, losing to a Florida Tropics team still trying to stay alive. Other games last night, some late ones. Tacoma with a victory over Ontario, 8-6. That was big. And Turlock over Rio Grande Valley. Monterey beat Cedar Rapids 5-3 last night. It was 12-9 here, Florida, and of course, Baltimore, we told you last night, over Milwaukee, 9-6. Games tonight, Florida is back in Baltimore. KC is at Sonora. The Barracuda, Rio Grande Valley at San Diego. John Wilsbach with you. Hugo Silva starting in net tonight for the Heat. Last night they gave that nod to Ryan Sipe. Starting in net for Syracuse will be Andrew Coughlin. The Syracuse team currently holding the second spot in the East. Behind Baltimore, the Blast are 16-4. Syracuse 12-7, while Florida's 10-9. The Harrisburg Heat wearing their purple uniforms. Val Texera's final game as a member of the Harrisburg Heat. He'll be retiring after tonight. He's out of midfield and holding the ball. His last game, team captain, number 7. Joined the Heat partway through the season in year number 1, 6 seasons ago, and has stayed on. And Hugo Silva is in net tonight for the Harrisburg Heat. Well, this is also a special night here for the Heat because they've got a lot of alumni back with them. Joe Malley is stopping by right now here in the press box. We'll throw the headsets on him in just a little bit. In the meantime, we start things off. Syracuse over to Coughlin. He's going to dump it down as Syracuse is going right to left. Ball goes around, and Silva's going to pick it up. We're underway, Harrisburg and Syracuse. Hugo taking his time. Out for Francis and back to Chantel. Long pass up the far side, Danny DePrima. He'll work it toward the middle. He'll step in center point, plays it down left side, and bouncing it off the boards. Texera, but Coughlin able to grab on. Syracuse brings it back out again. Ubi Parapovic setting it up the middle. Ball sent down over to the far side. Chantel trying to get to it. Sent down by Danny DePrima. He'll get it at the right point. His shot and a kick save by Coughlin. Comes back out of midfield. And the Heat on it again all the way back in midfield. Ball sent all the way up the field. And Coughlin's going to send it the other way. Down the left side, Patrick Thompson played for the Heat a couple seasons ago, and then a light tapper right down the middle by Bordeaux. And on it again is Hugo. Hugo plays it up the middle and then gets it back. Sent over to the far side, and Dos Santos getting it back to the keeper, Hugo, early here in the first no score. Ball sent down to the near side. Thiago Freitas steps into the right point. He'll work across, shoot it wide. Coughlin holds on to the carom off the boards. Coughlin taking his time, puts it on the carpet. Cunningham, make that Raymond, comes up with it, works it back the other way. Raymond sends it over to the far side. Coughlin brings it out to the neutral zone. Now Schindler over to Coughlin. Out at center circle. Bordeaux works it forward. Schindler moving in, left side. Plays it across the middle, no one home. The Heat tap it back out neutral. And Syracuse comes up with it again. Here comes Forbes. He'll step in left side. Jelinek playing it out to Schindler, then gets it back. So Jelinek out to Schindler. At the top, Forbes to the right side, shot wide left. Ball comes all the way back out to the neutral zone. Once again, it's going to be Forbes playing it down to the left side. Jelinek on it again. Leaving it for Ubi Parapovic. Sends it in the middle, that gets blocked. Heat cleared back out. Texera, and it's recovered again by Darren Toby. He'll send it down into the corner, and a shot blocked by the Heat there. Texera again on it, but he taps it back into traffic. Danny DePrima trying to get it out. Finally does. Texera sends up the middle of the field. Early here in the first, no score. Schindler takes over for Syracuse. Patrick Thompson works it back in midfield, sends it over to the far side. Here come the Silver Knights again, but a bad pass into the right corner by Bordeaux. Thompson runs it down deep in the corner, out front. Bordeaux one-timing it. And right in front, he gets blocked and cleared into the corner again. Thompson works it back out. Bordeaux, Thompson, top of the arc. Bordeaux, top left. Syracuse taking their time, working around. Center point shot just wide left. Still loose left side. Thompson with a tapper wide. Ball cleared into the corner. Chiago trying to get it out. Can't. Kept in by Bordeaux. Out front, Tavernisi getting it to Thompson. And once again, Syracuse is on it. Schindler, neutral zone. Taking his time. Long shift here for these guys. No score. This ball's played all the way back to the keeper, Andrew Coughlin. Up the middle. Sent the other way. Vitale. Crossing it, left side. Forbes in the corner, around the boards. Out front, Francis will clear it with the help of Texera. Up to the far side, Chiago. Trying to tap it forward, but again, it's the Silver Knights running it down. Vitale brings it outside the yellow. Long pass down to the left side. Yelovic, the left wing boards. Sends it back out to the neutral zone, near side Forbes. He looks to move in, and moves it back out, looks for a give and go action. Forbes down along the left wing. He'll play it out to the neutral zone. Ubi Parapovic to Forbes. No score here in the first. Final game of the regular season for the Harrisburg Heat. Final home game this year. Look out, here comes Ricardinho down the left side, moving in. Comes out to the top of the arc. Heat holding it. Shot by Gonzaga and a scoop up by Coughlin. He'll take his time coming to his feet. And now he'll toss it out to the far side. Forbes on it again deep, make that Toby. Playing it to Coughlin, the keeper will bring it outside the yellow. Long pass up the field, Chantel sends it the other way. And the Heat again controlling things. They'll work it around. Far side, Chiago Freitas dribbles it through traffic, taps it near side. He thought he had Chantel coming on, but he didn't keep moving, and the Silver Knights come away with it. Chantel quickly playing it all the way back to Hugo, tapping it over on the far side. Brad Kerstetter. He'll bring it up across midfield. Passing it, Dominic Francis with a shot blocked. Back out to the neutral zone it comes. We're coming up on the midway point of the first. Ball comes all the way back again to Coughlin. He'll get it back from Forbes. Long pass up the middle. Ubi Parapovic dumping it down to the left side. Raymond sends it around, cleared back out by Kerstetter. Thiago Freitas again for the Heat. Double team bump down foul on Syracuse. Still no score midway through the first. Coming up at halftime, it is an alumni game for the Harrisburg Heat. We'll put the cameras on that and watch how good a shape some of these guys have stayed in over the years. Could be quite comical. Joe Malia joining us up here. We'll talk to him in just a few moments as the ball sent to the middle. Texera, bicycle kick just wide. Here comes Gonzaga down into the right corner. Texera trying to end his career indoor soccer with a bang. Francis back to Hugo. Far side. Dos Santos, Hugo. He'll play it all the way down into the right corner. Danny DePrima will run it down. Forbes on his back. DePrima sends it all the way back to Hugo again. Most ball possession the Heat have had here in the first quarter. Gonzaga over on the far boards. Overlapping was Dos Santos, but didn't get the pass. Gonzaga steps in, left side, pulls the trigger up and out of play. Will step out, 6:52 to go in the first. No score. Harrisburg and Syracuse back on MASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Fremont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service.
Here in Harrisburg, Joe Malia, goalkeeper for the Harrisburg Heat, back in the first few seasons of the Harrisburg Heat in their existence. Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me. Some fond memories.
Where have you been lately? I know you're
I
coaching there for a while, several years ago.
I got out of playing to coach at the Division I women's soccer level, and I've been doing that for about 20 years now.
Wow.
Been from all over the place. I was in Baltimore for about 11 years, and then I moved out to the West Coast to LA for about 7 years. Then Knoxville, Tennessee for about 4 or 5, and back in the Baltimore, Maryland area, now working at the United States Naval Academy.
Wow.
So, yeah, great place to be. So
here's a steal and a foul called against Kerstetter. It'll be Syracuse ball. Those first few seasons of the Heat, they were certainly some exciting years. Yeah. You had some characters out there playing in front of you.
Yeah. You talk about exciting years. I remember this driving up here today. I played the first year that the team was in existence, went from Hershey to here, and I remember 2 days before our first ever game in this building, this field was like a jigsaw puzzle that people were trying to figure out, and players were out here 2 days before the first game laying the field down because we were worried we wouldn't get it up.
Here's Francis in the shot and saved by Coughlin. Cleared back out. I remember that.
Yeah.
It was a jigsaw back then.
Yeah. I'd imagine they figured it out by now.
Yes. Yeah, I think they finally got it down, and Tim and his crew over the years and doing a great job. They're going to give the ball to Syracuse here. You and Larry Tukas were the keepers that first season of the Heat, lost to Detroit in the playoffs.
Yep.
Here's a shot by Ubi Parapovic, blocked for Syracuse, and Francis still chipping away at it. Comes back out. Schindler will set things up. But you had guys like Franklin McIntosh and Lee Tashantra, Danny Kelly,
yes.
David Bascom, on and on. Look out, here comes Thiago Freitas trying to move in, but great hustle getting back by the Silver Knights to clear it back out.
We had Mark Pulisic, Bobby Lilly, Billy Betcher.
Yes.
Dennis Hamlet.
We can keep going on and on.
Yep.
Shot, kick save by Hugo.
John
I don't think Hamlet came until the second season.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
John Abe, of course.
That's right.
A great group of guys to play with, competitive as can be.
Mm-hmm.
And we started our first year off in a bang. Went to the playoffs, and actually, if I remember correctly, we played against a Detroit team in which they were the underdogs, but we ended up losing in the first round.
Yeah. Hugo sends it up the field, up to Val Texiera. He's battling along the near boards and getting it back to Danny DePrima. And those guys didn't just battle on the field. You guys battled in practice. You battled on the bus, in card games. I mean, it got ugly sometimes.
Yes. I came out of college where it's all hunky-dory and chemistry's great, and started playing professional soccer here, and we were a bunch of characters, and I had wondered what the heck had I got myself into. But it was fun times, good stories when we get together. we talk about that a lot, how kind of crazy we were at that time, especially some of the other guys on the team.
All right, are you going to play goal here at halftime? Look out, here comes a move by the Heat. Ricardinho, right side, Gonzaga, top right side of the arc. His shot is blocked. You going to play goal, or are you just going to work the field?
Yeah, this body wasn't built for running when I was younger, let alone now. So I'll be in goal. And I'll be yelling at my defenders so the ball comes nowhere near me. So.
Well, Joe, thanks for stopping by, spending a few minutes with us as we get a foul against the Heat on the far boards. Great memories of you and those first few seasons of the Harrisburg Heat. So glad you were able to come up tonight and stop by and say hi, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Joe Malia, former member of the Harrisburg Heat, our guest during this first quarter of action. Thanks for stopping by, Joe, and we look forward to watching you here at halftime. And we will have the halftime game on video for you to see some of those players. Also hoping Stephen Basso stops by at halftime. Looking forward to seeing him. He's been out for the Heat with a back injury. One of the reasons they've had problems winning games defensively. Still scoreless here with 3:46 to go in the first. Toby on in midfield. Ubi Parapovic also at halftime. We'll talk to Val Texier, and he'll have his retirement ceremony down the field. We'll pipe into that, but we'll also have a pre-recorded interview with Val for you. Loose ball and pushing foul. Joe Malia, class act, and he got indoctrinated quickly into Heat soccer, going from the outdoor game to the indoor game, and a shot there wide by Val. But the Heat rallied that season. I'm trying to remember if it was maybe been a 22-18 regular season record the first season of the Heat. I'd have to go back and look at stat books, but Larry Tukas was the holdover keeper from the old Impact, and Malia came in as a rookie. Here comes Thiago Freitas. Left side, Ricardinho in front. Goal! Dominic Francis tickles the twine. 1-0 Harrisburg. Good passing here, good movement with the ball. Ricardinho on the far post, and Francis finished it off. Syracuse had to be aware of the center threat there with Thiago as well, but Francis just snuck in that backside and finished it off. Time of the goal, 12 minutes and 6 seconds. Dominic Francis from Ricardinho. Francis with his 6th goal of the season. Ball sent down the field. Chantel is on it. Knocks around, a shot right on Hugo, he'll hold. Out of midfield. Brad Kerstetter on it, back to Hugo. I know I'm showing my age when I talk about that 91 season. Of course, I did the 2 seasons of the Hershey Impact prior to that. So Tommy Wynn in Milwaukee and myself, the 2 longest running broadcasters in indoor soccer. Left corner, the Heat trying to center it, but it's picked up by Coughlin. On the near side, Raymond on it. The Heat have had their troubles the last few seasons with this Syracuse team. Silver Knights have had their number. Right now it's 1-0 Heat. Good crowd on hand here tonight. And this team knows it better play well. Final game of the regular season. Of course, next year the regular season starting later and extended further. So they'll forget about November and they'll work it into March next year. That's a great move. Here comes Dominic Francis down the far side. He gets bumped off the play. That's a foul. Free kick coming up for the Heat of midfield with 1:16 to go in the first. Glad to have you along here on the MASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network. Restart coming up. Ball sent down into the corner, sent around the glass, cleared back to the side. Out to the neutral zone it goes. Chantel on it. Now Hugo, some nifty moves. He'll dump it down in front. It's headed to the middle. Coughlin gets a piece of it. Francis trying to center it back again, can't. And Raymond sending it back in traffic. Now Patrick Thompson on it. And it's cleared back out again to the neutral zone. 34 seconds to go. Sent all the way back to Hugo in traffic. He's forced to clear it up the middle of the field as quickly as possible, and then it's deflected out of play. Restart coming up for Syracuse. Ubi Parpovich make that Jelinek, leaving it on the near side. Now Forbes playing it back over to Schindler at the right point. 7 seconds to go in the first. Into the corner it goes again. Jelinek, his pass is blocked out of play. Kick in coming up. And we have played one here at the Farm Show. Our score, Harrisburg 1, Syracuse nothing. Back with the second quarter on MASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.
Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions. Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Friedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Friedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Back in Harrisburg, John Wilsbach with you. The Harrisburg Heat would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter is a proud partner of the Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. Heat going right to left here in the second quarter. Ball dumped down into the left corner. DePrima clearing it out. Down along the near side, it's going to be Syracuse back with it. Bordeaux and Thiago battling. Here's Thiago moving in left point. Playing it at the top. Texera goes down, back for Thiago, but he can't control. Chantel coming in feet first. It's going to be called for tripping or an illegal tackle. They saw that as dangerous, and we'll get a power play coming up here for Syracuse. Watch the feet here. And right there, Chantel coming in with the slide and the trip. 2 minutes. Time of the penalty, 28 seconds of the second. Syracuse on the power play this season, 33%. The Heat have killed off 65%. Pretty much a standard number for a lot of teams. Heat out there shorthanded with Thiago, Kerstetter, saved by Hugo, also with Gonzaga and DePrima. Hugo's going to fire it down the near side. Bounces all the way down to the Syracuse zone. Forbes sending it back to Coughlin, and Forbes will bring it up again. 1:25 remaining on the power play. On to the right side. Toby out front for Forbes. Toby at the right point. Forbes right point. Ball knocked off the boards just too wide. The Heat able to get it and clear it out, but not strong enough as DePrima sent it right to the foot of Forbes. He'll get it down to Bordeaux. He'll cross it to the opposite side, intercepted by Thiago Freitas. And Thiago will send it down the far boards. DePrima making a run there. They'll let it go all the way down in the corner. Goes down. Now he's double teamed. Syracuse pokes it out with 48 seconds to go on their power play. 1-0 Harrisburg. On a goal by Dominic Francis. Shot saved by Hugo. He'll take his time. Let a little more clock tick down. 33 on the power play for Syracuse. Thiago Freitas moves in left point. Sends it all the way back to Hugo. Hugo's going to run it out himself. Booting it up the middle of the field. All the way down into the corner. Knocked off the boards, Coughlin. Bordeaux. 10 seconds left on the Syracuse power play. Long pass down for Toby. Knocked back out to the neutral zone. Look out, room to run. Here comes Gonzaga moving in. Pulls the trigger, save by Coughlin as the power play is over. Lucio Gonzaga with an opportunity there, but it'll be a corner kick. Well, kick in from the corner for the Harrisburg Heat coming up. Gonna get some fresh bodies out there. Berche checks in, and Francis comes out. Berche pulls the trigger up and out of play. Yeah, get out of his way when that ball's coming towards you. It'll take your head off. He's got a rocket. Just has had problems here these last couple nights getting it down. 12:28 to go in the second. Power play is over. Teams are at equal strength. Coughlin, long throw up the field and headed out of play by Thiago. Long pass down the near side. It was intended for Callahan. Heat intercepting it. Ricardinho comes up with it. He gets yanked down and a foul against the Silver Knights. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard here soon. Heat to restart just outside the yellow line. Shot gets deflected. Goal! Berche with a blast toward the far post, but it was Syracuse that made a deflection. Coughlin couldn't hold on to it. Not sure whose foot got it. It looked like Schindler. Schindler tried making the block, but it deflected right to Coughlin. Watch this right there. Kind of got the heel on it, and Coughlin could not hold on. Ricardinho just had to stand over there and watch it go in. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Berche with the goal. His third of the season. The PA announcer is saying Ricardinho, but it was not him. It was Berche. That's how we're going to score it right now. 2-0 Heat. Ubi Parapovic on it. Over onto the left side. Shot by Raymond blocked. Goes into the corner. We'll double check that replay. There's a shot deflected wide. We'll check the replay on that again just a little bit, just to make sure that Ricardinho didn't get a piece of it. It did not look like it. Ball sent around in front by Thompson. Goes to the opposite side. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Schindler on it. Schindler, right side shot, score! Top shelf. Hugo was going down. Schindler put it up top. Syracuse is on the board. It's 2-1 Heat. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Schindler with some give and go action. Tavanese getting the assist. And for Schindler, that will be his 5th goal of the season. 2-1 Harrisburg. Ball out in the neutral zone, kicked out of play. It'll be a kick in for who? Didn't even hear a whistle blow. It'll be Harrisburg's ball. Berche playing it back to Hugo. Long pass down for Ricardinho. He'll bring it out to the right point. Now leave it behind him. Ball stolen away from DePrima. Kept alive, though. Loose ball out in the neutral zone. Room to run up the far side for Forbes. He'll cross it, but the Heater back in time and able to clear it back out. On to the near side. Thiago Freitas with it. Near side to Prima. Hugo taking his time. Third quarter score, Baltimore leading the Florida Tropics 5-3. Down in Towson, Maryland. Long shot. Hugo can't hold on, but at least deflects it wide. As Forbes sent it in on him. Sent out to the neutral zone. On it is Kerstetter and back to Chantel. 9:30 to go in the second. 2-1 Harrisburg. Hugo long pass to the near side. Chantel across midfield. He'll slow it up. Thiago Freitas comes back on. Thiago trying to get it up to Texera. He'll be called for the holding foul regardless, and it'll be Syracuse ball. Val Texera at the end of the halftime. They'll do their ceremony for Val for retiring. This is his final game. Fans, don't forget to visit MASL on Facebook. Facebook.com/MASL Soccer. Glad to have you along on MASL TV. Hugo getting some pressure in the back, taps it up. Berche can't get it out. Trying again, bouncing around near side. Tapped into the corner for Schindler. He doubling up, and Hugo able to pull it down. So Kerstetter with it now, chipping it up the middle of the field. Long to the near side. Ricardinho. Thiago gets knocked down. Ricardinho with a shot up and out of play. He had been getting a few shots from that left side, but putting him up a little bit too high. He had 2 goals last night. Ricardinho, Carvalho. Long pass down the near side. Or Ricky Carvalho. He's had a few names this year. We called him Ricky early in the season last year and then changed it to Ricardinho. Neutral zone. He'd come away with it. Dominic Francis moving down left side, sends it around the boards. Coughlin easy grab. He'll hold on midway through the second. 2-1 Harrisburg. On the near side, Coughlin will bring it out to the neutral all the way up in midfield. Bordeaux tapping it over to the far side. Forbes getting it down to Thompson. Back out for Schindler with a blast just wide left. That ball deflects high in the air over to the wing. Hugo comes over to punch it out of the way. Still loose down in the corner. Thompson tapping it back out front. Sent around the boards. Hugo trying to get on. Sent to the middle. Bordeaux with a shot. Nice block. Dead middle by Danny DePrima, stopping Bordeaux. Schindler sending it to the middle again. DePrima right there to block it. Heat break out. Francis left side. Trying to squeeze a pass over to the right through traffic to Texera. Not going to happen. Out of midfield. Here comes Forbes. Dumping it down into the left corner. High shot. Headed back out to the neutral zone by the Heat. 2-1 Harrisburg. 6:45 to go in the second. Seems like we just started the season. And tonight it ends for the Harrisburg Heat. Loose ball over on the far side. And a shot and a kick saved by Hugo, but the follow-up is there. Right inside the arc. And Syracuse able to tie it. Tavernisi. A shot, and it was blocked. And then the follow-up by Ubi Parapovic. And Tavernisi will, I don't know if they'll give him the assist. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 29 seconds. Goal by Slavisa Ubi Parapovic. And we're tied at 2. 6:31 to play in the second. Back after this on MASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.
Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions. Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania.
John Wilsbach back with you here in Harrisburg. An extended halftime coming up. So we'll have an alumni game played. Ceremony for Val Texera as well, as he is retiring. Stephen Basso, we're hoping to have stop by. Also, here's some pre-recorded comments from Val Texera from earlier tonight about his playing days here in Harrisburg. Right now, we're tied at 2. 2 unanswered goals by the Syracuse team. Ubi Parapovic from Tavernisi on that last goal. 20th of, make that the 21st of the season for Ubi Parapovic to tie this game. And Syracuse again coming up with the ball. Callahan retreats back for it. Now up to Bordeaux. They'll pass it up along the right side. Yelovic sending it all the way back to Toby at the yellow line. Another pass down the near side, working it down along the boards. Trying to move into the heat zone, Vitale. David Miller trying to get rid of it, but Forbes comes up with it. Toby sends it over to the far side. Ball deflected in the corner and comes back out front. Gonzaga on it. Double teamed. Obstructed. It'll be the Heat ball at midfield. .456 to go in the second. Tied at 2. Check out the Heat at HarrisburgHeat.com. Like us on Facebook, too. Some of the old-timers of the Heat coming back tonight. John Abe, Richard Chenapu. Of course, Gino DeFlorio and Lester Felician, the assistant coaches. We talked to Joe Malia a little while ago. Angelo Panzetta expected to be here. Jim Pollahan is here. And you've got the second generation Heat players. The second stint of the Heat. We'll run down some of those players. There's a shot by DePrima up and out of play. The second stint of Pat Crawford, Kenny Foltz. John Gregg was in that first stint, I should say. Chris Hall, Justin Johnson, Derek Long, Tim Mell, Jesse Murphy, who has seen some action both stints, Brian Mbiji, Zach Sell, Tyler Whitmer, Kevin Wolf, and Craig Tyrell. Unfortunately, Lee Tashantret was expected to come here. Sounds like he's going through a bout, or getting over a bout of the flu, so we won't see him. And of course, with Baltimore playing, you're not going to see a Danny Kelly or a David Bascom here tonight. We'll keep tabs on that game. Tied at 2, the Heat restarting things. Hugo on it. He'll bring it up across midfield. Playing it down, slight redirection by Francis. Coughlin flinging it up for Jelinek on the far boards. He's double teamed, has it poked around, comes back out of center circle. Schindler protecting it in traffic, almost tripping, and finally dumps it down for Callahan in the right corner. Ricardinho comes up with it. Officials are trying to say it's still Ricardinho who had that second Heat goal. We know better. We saw the replay. Quickly, restart here. Schindler, left side shot saved by Hugo. The Heat will take their time. Chantel working it out far boards. And back to Hugo. Here comes Chantel. Long pass down for Val Texera, right corner boards. We're tied at 2. Texera sends it off the boards all the way back to Danny DePrima. Hugo taking his time. He changing up again. Dumping it down for Texera, left corner. Sends it hard off the boards, but just off the mark. And it's cleared back out again. So to be a kick in for the Heat. Sent down into the left corner. Schindler on it, guarding it from Meller. Out for Callahan out front. He'll send it over to the far side. This one takes off and goes out of play. Oh, we've got a tight one down south of here, down 83, as the Blast right now leading Florida just 5-4. Tropics trying to stay alive. Hoping to get some help from the Heat tonight, too. Otherwise, Syracuse will wrap up number 2 in the East. Restart for the Heat coming up at the top of the arc with 2:37 to go in the second. 3-man wall sets in front of Gonzaga. He'll approach. He'll tap it right side. Off the mark was Ricardinho, just not in good position to take that shot. Out in the neutral zone, Freitas, Thiago trying to get to it. Short stint by the Heat. There's player coach Denison Cabral made his way onto the field. He had a goal last night, his second of the season, playing in 5-6 games this season. The Heat were stricken with injuries. Francis sending it over to the far side. Hugo passing it down along the far boards. Ricardinho out in center circle. Gonzaga near side. Chantel back for Kerstetter. Kerstetter down the near boards. Gonzaga looking for a heel kick pass back to him from Ricardinho, but Syracuse able to clear it up the field with a minute 33 to go here in the half. Gonzaga out in center circle. Back to Kerstetter at the yellow line. Still working it around in the back. Near side, Hugo with it. Long pass over to the right side. Cleared back out again, headed back in by Chantel. Along the near boards, neutral zone, Callahan. Up across midfield. Gonna be Bordeaux, Vitale, and back to Coughlin. They'll leave it for Darren Toby, who sends it up the far side. Thiago Freitas steps in. Nice little pick there. Fabian on it to the far side. Texera sending it down into the corner. Block there, and the Heat will get it back at the right point with 23 seconds to go. Fabian knocked down. It'll be a free kick. Just a foul. So the restart coming up for the Harrisburg Heat, right wing on the Syracuse zone. 24 seconds to go here in the half. Will they call a timeout or will they play it? Shot off the boards by DePrima. Cleared back out to the point. Jelinek will send it out. He gets bumped along the boards and won back by Val Texera. 10 seconds to go. Heat keep going with the ball, and now the officials will blow the whistle to stop for the injured Syracuse player. Over on the far side, Bo Jelinek bumped down along those boards by Val Texera. Jelinek is up. Looks like left arm injury. So Jelinek goes to the bench, being tended to by the trainer. Stephen Basso is going to join us here at halftime. Stick around as we close out this second quarter. Berche sending it down in, sent back out, and that'll do it. We've reached halftime here at the New Holland Arena, the Farm Show Complex in Fremont Mortgage Field. Our score at the half, Harrisburg 2, Syracuse 2. Back with your halftime show coming up here on MASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions. Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or ChrisTheRealtor4you at gmail.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back. John Wills back with you here at the Farm Show Arena. 2-2 is our score. And we're happy to bring up here at halftime an extended halftime show, by the way, because we have the alumni game. They're doing the Frisbee toss, and we have Valtex Harris retirement ceremony at the end of halftime. So an extended halftime. Great to bring up Stephen Basso of the Harrisburg Heat. Stephen, a fantastic season last year. You were able to stay healthy. You led with blocks in this league. You were dominating on the back line, but only getting 9 games in this season. It's been a tough one for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been tough to say the least. It's been rough. I'm going through a back injury that I had surgery on 10 years ago, and I was fortunate enough to play with no injuries throughout that 10 years with my back. So it's a little bit unfortunate, a little bit unlucky, but every day is getting better, and I'm looking forward to trying to get back out there with the boys next season.
You guys got off to a great start, and the injuries started taking effect, and it seemed like that's pretty much what the downfall of this team was this season, the injuries at the wrong time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as soon as you get one guy back, you get Dom back, Tommy goes down. And it's been like that all season. Bruno comes back, and then a couple games later, he gets hurt again. So it's just been, we've been injury plagued. It's been our curse. But, we should have been finding ways to get things done. That's part of being a professional. But, it's been tough. So,
yeah.
We got to give it to the boys because they played all season with heart and pride. And, you just kind of got to give it to them. So.
And the injuries aside, it did seem like, and with the realm of worldly players on this team from all over the globe, there were some times that the cohesion wasn't there on the field, some communication breakdowns, and times that this team was having problems playing together.
Yeah, like I said, it was a tough year. Guys in and out of the lineup. Injuries played a part, but even beyond that, like you said, communication breakdowns, making mistakes here and there, giving up early goals throughout every game, and trying to always fight back. Yeah. We weren't really, giving ourselves a chance as soon as we come down 1-0 in a minute or two. So it's been rough, but we're trying to find ways to get it done. And right now, 2-2 game, and they're coming out hard right now. So got to give them credit.
This is a Syracuse team that seems to have your number the last few years here in Harrisburg.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, actually, I don't think I've beat them since I signed with the Heat, which is unfortunate. But I did get a couple wins against them with Ontario and in Rochester.
Yeah.
But they have our number right now in this Eastern Division. But like I said, we're going to come back next year. We're going to come back stronger, and I promise you, we'll get them one.
You seem to eat it up on the back line when you get a block. I see you throw that arm down. It's like, yeah, another block, another block. Is that a tally in your head? You love racking up the number of blocks?
I take pride and I have a lot of passion in my defensive work. I love blocking shots. If I could score as many goals as the Tom Mellors and the Rickies and the Thiagos and those guys, great. But, I'm not, I guess, that much of a goal scorer. I came here to defend. I came here to block shots, and I'm going to try to do my job. And, last year I was fortunate enough to become the block leader. And, this year the injuries got in the way. But, I'll come back and I'll get that spot again.
Little disappointed that Rochester, a place where you had played a few seasons, hasn't been able to sustain itself and stay in this league?
Yeah, I've had I've had many good years in Rochester. The 3-4 years I were there were great. They have a great fan base. They have a great following. Soccer Sam's a great owner. He really looks after his players, and we're in the community there, and it's big. And I really wish Soccer Sam and Dougie Miller the best there, and hopefully the city of Rochester gets what they deserve, and the Lancers can come back.
All right. Back injury is what's been doing it for you. How you going to make out, okay?
Yeah.
You get some surgery, or are you just going to work it out?
No, the plan right now is to not get surgery and do everything as possible to avoid surgery and come back stronger.
All right.
Appreciate
Good luck.
It. Thank you.
Stephen Basso joining us here at halftime. We've got the alumni game coming up right now. We'll show you some of that in just a little bit. We'll have some comments from Val Texera. We're tied at 2 at halftime. Back with more on MSL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.
Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions. Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com.
Welcome back. We're at halftime, 2-2, the Harrisburg Heat and Syracuse down on the field right now. We'll mention some of the players. We'll watch it as we listen to our interview with Val Texera. But you've got some of the Heat players from the first go-round against some Heat players, the younger guys from the second era of the Harrisburg Heat out there. Justin Johnson, a keeper from the second stint. Joe Malia from the first stint. We talked to him at the other end of the floor. And Johnny Abe right there with it. Tyler Whitmer still can play. Richard Chinapil even staying in shape out there. These guys still got shots. These guys can still let it loose. And they're all just going to have a good time here for the next 10, 12 minutes or so. Craig Tyrell is back for the Harrisburg Heat. And here's Whitmer sending one around the boards to the left side. Comes out front. Crawford out there. Pat Crawford with a shot wide. I don't know, are they playing young guys versus older guys? I'm not sure. I think they tried to mix it up a little more even, but hard to say. Far post. Oh, and Richard Chinapil. Check that. Gino DeFlorio missing on that far post. Well, while we've got the chance, we'll watch some of this game. And this is Val Texera's final game as a member of the Harrisburg Heat. He's going to retire after this season. So we'll catch up with our pregame interview that we had with Val.
There, the Harrisburg Heat final game for you in a Heat uniform. Retiring after this season, Val, you've been with the Heat on its whole second stint of 6 seasons. Congratulations on your career. It has to be bittersweet, though, huh?
Yes, I've been very fortunate to be able to be part of this organization for the last 6 years. It's been a great ride. Play with a lot of great players, different owners, great organization. They've always did what they could to keep the club going, and it's bittersweet, but I have plans to continue involved in the game now as a coach, so I'm looking forward for that.
And for you, you went from the outdoor to the indoor. Wasn't too much of an adjustment from a fan's perspective because you adjusted quite easily for it, but how tough was it actually?
To be honest with you, it wasn't too difficult because when I was playing outdoor with Crystal Palace, I pretty much trained from November until March with the Blast for 3 years. So I didn't have any coaching at the time. So during my off season, I trained with the Blast. So that's how I learned the game, playing with guys like Lucio, Neto, Sagu, Dennison, Denny Kelly, Bascon. So I learned from those guys. So that kind of helped me with the transition when I joined the Harrisburg Heat.
From Portugal, you have had the last couple seasons a lot of international guys on this team. How much fun has that been with the Brazilians and the British and so on?
I love it. I always like to play with different cultures to learn about their country, their language. Everyone brings a different style of play, so it's just soccer, I tell everyone, is universal. So if you know how to play the game, it doesn't matter if you're from China, Japan, Italy, Brazil, England. Everyone gets on the field and we can get along fine passing the ball around.
You've been a fan favorite the last several years, and everyone loves seeing that white glove still pop out from time to time, and everything you've done with your attitude on the field. Are you going to miss the fans? Are you going to miss this atmosphere?
Absolutely. That's something that you never forget. The fan base, the camaraderie from the community and the teammates, the coaching staff. Those are moments that you never forget when you walk away from the game. You're always going to miss those moments, but that's part of life. You just got to cherish every moment you have and make sure that you never forget about those moments.
Fine career here. Congratulations. Wish you the best of luck. I'm sure we'll still see you around here in the future around the Harrisburg Heat games.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right. Val Teixeira, we had a chat with him, and we'll be on the field for his comments then here at the end of halftime as they do the ceremony for him. We'll hook in for that, so we look forward to seeing that. In the meantime, hope you're enjoying this halftime game. Good display from a lot of these former Harrisburg Heat players. Joe Malia doing a great job in goal until that little one right between the legs. But he wasn't getting any defensive help in front of him. Derek Long down there with Tyler Whitmer and Craig Tyrell. And they're working it around here on the field. I don't believe the assistant coaches are playing. I know we got John Gregg also here as a member. Zach Sell. Who else was on our roster? And Jesse Murphy was listed as being a player. Angelo Panzetta. Not sure if we got Panzetta out there or not. But the Heat players right now just having a good time out there, kicking it around, not going too hard, but still showing some great ball display. In the meantime, let's run down your halftime stats. Scoring in the first quarter at 12:06, Dominic Francis, his 6 from Ricardinho, made it 1-0 Heat. Then at 2:49, Berche with a blast. Mishandled by Schindler and Coughlin went in. Now the official scorekeepers were trying to rule it right there as Ricardinho, but he never touched it. That was a Berche goal. And 2-0. And the other way, Schindler with a little give and go action, and he just blasted one there for his 5th of the season, making it 2-1. And then at 8:29, Ubi Parapovic Tavernisi ties this game at 2. And that's where you get your scoring for that. Fans the Comfort Inn Riverfront Hotel, located in downtown Harrisburg. The only hotel in the area located on the banks of the beautiful Susquehanna River. 100% smoke-free hotel. Perfect for both business and leisure travelers who want to stay in the heart of downtown Harrisburg. And we thank them for being along. Mr. G's the place to go after the game. One more final party tonight. Mr. G's Sports Bar, North 6th Street in Harrisburg. Justin Johnson making some nice saves as we continue with the alumni game. Don't forget, if you're in need of the best products and services and office documents, call Dacio. They service all of Central PA region, have earned a reputation so strong we've made them the official copier company of the Harrisburg Heat. Are you sprained, strained, or broken? You can call 24/7 for orthopedic injury care and advice. See an orthopedic specialist. The Orthopedic Institute of Pennsylvania and Arlington Orthopedics Family of Care. They're the proud medical provider of the Harrisburg Heat. And Dreyer Physical Therapy Institute, proud to offer modern treatment services for many musculoskeletal disorders and diseases, as well as for post-injury and post-operative rehabilitation. And our players do train hard 7 days a week. When they get sore, they go to Homza Chiropractic for their adjustments. Homza, the official chiropractor of the Harrisburg Heat. You can go where the pros go. Another good opportunity there for these alumni players out there tonight. Not sure if we'll get one or two to stop up again during the second half at all. We'll see about that. The Harrisburg Heat would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter is a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. And Heat fans, look for that season ticket information for next year. Same with you folks up in Syracuse who are watching. We hope you continue to support and increase your support of the Syracuse Silver Knights. We're about ready to have the ceremonies here for Valtech's era. Who was that goal by? It looks like Craig Tyrell over there. That was old Craig Tyrell. Played a few seasons ago as the oldest player on the Heat team, and then went out to Arizona doing some coaching, and that's it. Great job by the Harrisburg Heat alumni playing today, having a good time. Man, they all still look sharp. They handle the ball well. They've got some great passing, some ball handling skills. We'll step out and we'll come back with the Valtech's era ceremony. We're tied at 2 here at the half. Harrisburg and Syracuse on the Heat Soccer Network.
Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? J.P. Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. J.P. Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions. Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you at gmail.com.
Welcome back. John Wills back with you here at the New Holland Arena at the Farm Show Complex, a large arena. And the Harrisburg Heat and Syracuse Silver Knights tied at 2 at the half. Out-of-town scoreboard, big one. Florida leading the Baltimore Blast 7-5 in the fourth quarter. Let's take it down onto the field. Carl Delmont, the owner of the Heat, with Val Texera, and there's also Jerry Holtry, president of the Harrisburg Heat fan club.
And I'm really happy that these last 2 years we got to work together again. I hope that this isn't the end. We can work together in the future, but thank you for all you've done for the community, for soccer, and for the Heat. An amazing career, and nice bike tonight. I'm going to offer you this from all of us in the front office and the Heat. And I know that the fan club also wants to give you something.
Val, it's been a pleasure knowing you the whole time you've been here. You've been a great friend to me. You've been a big ambassador between the fan club and the players. Anytime I needed anything or needed to get word to the players, you and I talked, and I appreciate it. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to present you this plaque from the Harrisburg Heat Fan Club. Appreciation Award presented to Val Texera. Appreciation Award is presented to Val Texera upon your retirement from the sport of indoor soccer. Your tireless efforts and enthusiasm are noted and appreciation by the club members of the Harrisburg Heat Fan Club. We wish you well as you move forward to your new endeavors and adventures in life. Good luck, Captain Val.
That was Jerry Holtry, Carl Delmont, with Val Texera. Now, see if we can get a few comments.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our captain.
I'm going to keep this short. First and foremost, I wanted to thank the Harrisburg Heat organization, from the front office to the medical staff and my teammates, for always being supportive to me. I played here for about 6 years. I had a great time, did a lot of community work in the city, and the fans for always supporting the team and myself through the thick and thin. You guys always there for me and supported the team. For my teams that came all the way from Maryland, thank you very much. My 07 girls, my 03 girls, my 01 girls, I love you guys. Can't wait to work with you guys full time. And the rest of the Harrisburg fans and everyone in the city, thank you very much for supporting me. Let's win this game tonight. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Let's hear it.
Val Texera still has a half to play. He's had some chances here. But retiring from the Harrisburg Heat, it will be his final game. And he's very big in coaching down in the Maryland area, and has several teams, a lot of travel teams, and always quite busy with them. But always made time to make it back up here to Harrisburg and play here in these past 6 seasons, as he gets congratulations from his teammates, Stephen Basso and Tom Miller, who has been with him for a few years. Head coach Dennison Cabral having some fun with him. Although Cabral's wearing the Netto shirt, don't be confused by that. But a second half remains. Meanwhile, down in Baltimore, it's a tight one. Just a little under 4 minutes to play, and Florida just holding on to that lead. It's 7-6, Florida leading Baltimore. Florida needs a win down there. They need Syracuse to lose its final games here and at home for that second spot in the East. We start this second half. And Syracuse going right to left. Hugo trying to get the ball, reached outside the box and tapped it. It will be considered a handball penalty against Hugo. And a power play is coming up for Syracuse. They are going to give them a shootout on the handball. Not a good way to start the second half. And it will be Ubi Parapovic taking the shootout. If he misses, play continues in a power play mode. Someone has to serve the penalty temporarily. If Ubi Parapovic scores, then teams will go back to being at equal strength. Dos Santos will serve the penalty. And it's Ubi Parapovic against Hugo on the shootout for the handball. Just 11 seconds into the third. Ubi Parapovic down the middle, shot, score. Time of the goal, 14 seconds of the third. Second goal of the game for Ubi Parapovic. He just works it right down the middle, takes it right to Hugo, and then puts it bottom left corner. His 22nd goal of the game. Nice little left foot there into the corner, makes it 3-2 Syracuse. Hugo stays in. No power play. Teams are at equal strength. Heat with the ball. Gonzaga at center circle. Plays it to the near side to Francis. Back out at center circle. Kerstetter. And he'll get it back. Now Hugo's on it. Near side Gonzaga. Hugo outside the yellow, long pass down for Dominic Francis. He pokes it free from Bordeaux, and then his shot is blocked. DePrima sends it in wide, sent back around by Ricardinho and cleared back out. Thiago's going to head it all the way back to Hugo, and he'll roll it back to him. Thiago Freitas passing it down, left side, shot just high and wide by Gonzaga. Near side, Meller. Plays it over to the far side. Ball gets deflected along the near boards. And Syracuse comes up with it. Thiago back into his own end to Hugo. Near side DePrima. Here comes Thiago Freitas to the middle. Spin move to the top right. Shot save by Coughlin. Great move. And a great save. He's working it around again. Kerstetter out in midfield. Down into the corner, it's centered. Coughlin comes up and kicks it back out to the neutral zone. Updated score, still 7-6 Florida. Midway through the fourth quarter. We had it as under 5 minutes. That was wrong. So midway through the fourth, Tropics holding a 1-goal lead on the Baltimore Blast. Coughlin sends up the middle of the field. Gonzaga on it. Approaching the yellow. Looks to step in. Bumped down along the near side. No obstruction call. Forbes comes up with it. Battling against Miller. Along the near side. Forbes and Miller deep in the corner. Toby trying to clear it out. Can't. Kept in by Francis. Gonzaga. Left corner. Out front. DePrima with a shot blocked. Chantel sending it back to Hugo. He'll bring it out against Vitale, and then the Heat will send it the other way. Here comes Ubi Parapovic. Leaving it now for Forbes. 3-2 Syracuse with the lead. On the near side, Ubi Parapovic. Now Forbes. Headed away from the far side. Thiago Freitas brings it out of traffic and then loses it. Once again, Forbes comes up with it. Left side shot, save. Schindler putting one right at Hugo. Schindler again on it, over to the right side this time. Sent down the middle, Forbes hits it, but pops back out, still knocking around alongside the boards in the corner. Tavernisi trying to get to it. Texera will clear it back up the field. Milwaukee Wave are playing in Syracuse tomorrow for you Syracuse fans. Loose ball in the middle, head just wide. Hugo can't get to it, but saves Bordeaux. He plays it to the middle, and this time it's finished off. It's a goal for Tavernisi. The Heat unable to get it out of there and just watched it as it bounced all over the place, and they'd make save after save, but Chantel kind of had the ball go off his foot. It hit to Tavernisi. Time of the goal, 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And Tavernisi, getting his 26th goal of the season, makes it 4-2 Syracuse. But as I was saying, Milwaukee is in Syracuse tomorrow. 4:05 for the start time there, and you Syracuse fans get out and support your Silver Knights tomorrow afternoon. Well, a few guys have had to play with different jerseys this season other than their own. That was a Russian jersey from a Russian player that was briefly here in Harrisburg. Not disappointed he's gone. A little tough saying his name at times. But Fabian's been working different jerseys so far this season. Sent to the middle, still loose. And the Heat able to clear it back out. Gonzaga trying to get to it. Schindler knocks it. Vitale sends it all the way back to Coughlin. 4-2, Syracuse with the lead. Ball takes a high bounce, far side goes out of play, off the Heat. Hugo Silva sat out last night. They used Ryan Sipe, who took the loss. Hugo got a breather, and there's one deflected on him again by Tavernisi. And kicked out of play again by the Heat. Dos Santos. Got to be a kick-in coming up for the Syracuse Silver Knights. And Syracuse just up 81. Oh, 4.5 hours. I mean, it's so close when you look at the travel between these two teams. In a sense of you just hop on 81 and you jump off 81 and you're down a few blocks, and there's the Harrisburg Arena and there's the Syracuse Arena. In the neutral zone, ball sent all the way down. Again, Tavernisi far side. Loses it out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Heat. 9:17 to go here in the third. 4-2 Syracuse. And Baltimore has tied the Tropics. They are now tied 7-7 in Baltimore. As we look at the out-of-town scoreboard, Dominic Francis knocked down along the boards, bodies flying, foul whistled against the Heat. Free kick coming up for Syracuse. All sent up the middle of the field. Far side, Thiago Freitas. Far boards, Kerstetter to Thiago. Left point, Gonzaga with a blast up and out of play near the upper deck. 8:49 to go in the third, 4-2. There's Berche. Maybe it was Berche who blasted that one. Called him El Bazooka. He came in here to the Heat. Long distribution by Coughlin. Trying to get it down to Bo Jelinek. Took a hard bounce and went out of play. It will be a kick-in for the Heat. Denison Cabral, player coach tonight again. 7 times this season he's had to do that. Got Lester Felician, the assistant there, in the suit. Here's Danny DePrima, left wing. Out front, Gonzaga moves, top of the arc. Shot gets deflected out of play. Nope, they're saying it did not touch anyone. It'll be a goal kick for Syracuse. 8:33 to go in the third, 4-2. Syracuse with a lead. Schindler playing it up the far side. Tavernisi. He'll hold along the boards, tapping it down for Schindler. Kerstetter on him. Kerstetter bumped down. It'll be a foul on the Silver Knights. Brad Kerstetter, along with Val Texera, one of those players who has been here for all 6 seasons. The second go-around of the Harrisburg Heat. Restart sent up the field. Another one is Tom Meller, but Meller has been hurt, only playing about 3 games this season. 3-line violation. Restart coming up, center point of the yellow line. Here's Val calling it quits after tonight's game. Of course, a lot of players have done that over the years and then seem to come out of retirement pretty doggone quick. So never say never, huh? Ball sent out near the top of the arc. Into the right corner, Tavernisi on it. Blocked and cleared back out. Pat Healy's one of those down in Baltimore a couple seasons ago saying it was over and then came back. And you can tell he still had some good playing years in him. Long pass or long shot down on Coughlin. He'll grab on. Out in the neutral zone, Patrick Thompson, former Heat player, getting it down to Jelinek, sent around the boards to the opposite side. He trying to clear it out. Gonzaga on it. Heel kicks it. That comes back to Dos Santos. 7-7 our score in Baltimore. 7-7 Baltimore in the Florida Tropics. Here it's 4-2, Syracuse leading the Heat. Thiago Freitas moving into the left side for the Heat. Now toward the middle. Leaves it. Dos Santos shot. Just hit inside the right post. Follow up just wide from the opposite side from Ricardinho. Great opportunities there. Francis trying to get to it. Ricardinho. Now Thiago. Ball goes into the corner. Schindler on it there. Poke back out the top of the box. Syracuse having a hard time getting rid of it, but they do. They'll dribble it out of traffic. Ball sent down into the corner. And the Heat again, clearing it out. And again, it's Schindler coming up with it. Ball gets deflected right down in front of Hugo by Bordeaux. Hugo holds on. Thiago sending it back for Hugo. Back out near side, Thiago. He'll work it out near center circle. And playing it back for Hugo. Now Berche. Gonzaga up the far boards with a little spin move. Keeps control. Plays it left side. Deep into the left corner. Off the boards to the middle. Nobody home there. Sent back out to the neutral zone. Berche back to Hugo again. Ball sent up the middle, but it goes right to Syracuse. And a shot and a score. Bordeaux, top left side of the box, just got it turned and put it in. And now a 3-goal lead for Syracuse. Bordeaux gets it right at the top left side of the box from, I believe, Jelinek. Yep, Jelinek. Sending it to him. Time of the goal, 9 minutes and 15 seconds. And finished off there, Nate Bordeaux. From Jelinek, we've got timeout. 5-2, Syracuse leading the Heat. With 5:45 to go in the third. Back after this on the Heat Soccer Network.
Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience.
Harrisburg down by 3 with 5:45 to go in the third. Dominic Francis charging down the near side, trying to get to it. Coughlin sends it out. Heat got off to a bad start here in this second half with Ubi Parapovic in a shootout goal starting things. Still 7-7 in Baltimore between the Blast and the Tropics. Hugo sending it all the way to the far side. Best crowd of the season here for Harrisburg tonight. The final regular season game next year. They'll start a little later. Start in December and go into March. So look for even some better crowds. That's been traditional for the last 25, 30 years of my coverage of indoor soccer. You get those better crowds in February and March, late January. Francis trying to clear it out. This will be moving to a bigger schedule. Look out, right side, Forbes to the middle, Tavernisi. Not in the right spot, couldn't connect. Comes back out. Raymond over to the right side, and a shot by Toby, follow up by Tavernisi goes wide. Again, the Heat having a hard time getting out. Now it's just going to be Ricardinho running it out, playing it to Francis down along the near side. Chantel is on it. 4:22 to go in the third. 5-2 is our score. Heat taking their time. Dos Santos. Now Hugo all the way across midfield. He's going to shoot one just wide left of Coughlin, and the follow-up by DePrima is up and out of play. We saw a goal last night by Sipe, and a long shot from outside the yellow line mishandled by Sliwa. That was a score for the Heat backup goalkeeper, and right there, a blast by Hugo, almost ripping one in on the left side of the net. But the Heat still down by 3. Coughlin sends it out to the neutral zone. Dos Santos on it again for the Heat. Now it's Gonzaga. He'll hold and tap it down along the near side. David Miller on it for the Heat. Shot just wide again. Cleared back out. Miller trying to get to it, can't. Ball comes up along the near boards. Cleared by Schindler down to the Heat zone. Kerstetter able to clear it out. Patrick Thompson comes up with it. Cross to the middle, trying to get it to Bordeaux. Nice job, Fabian, getting back and clearing it out. 3:18 to go in the third, 5-2. Far side, Kerstetter. Out for Miller. David Miller dumping it down the far side, but headed the other way by Schindler. Little mishandle at midfield, but Raymond able to keep control. Yelovic, left point, Schindler. Shot blocked by Kerstetter. Oh, that should have been a breakaway. Blue card, you got it. It would have been a breakaway for Dominic Francis. We should get a shootout here because there was no one in front of Dominic Francis. Oh, no. That's definitely a shootout, and the official's not going to give it to him. Francis would have been all alone on a breakaway. Bad call there. Well, it'll be at least a power play for the Heat. Time of the penalty, 12-12. 2-minute advantage here for the Harrisburg Heat. Ball sent around the boards in front. Goal! Ricardinho from Denison Cabral. Power play goal gets the Heat back in this one. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 18 seconds. Cabral down in the corner, sent it off the boards. It bounced right to the middle. And there was Ricardinho Carvalho to finish it off. Cabral will get the assist. 5-3 Syracuse on the power play goal. Ricardinho now with 20 goals on the season. They're saying it's his second assist of the game, but we saw earlier there was a goal by Berche. It was not Ricardinho touching it, and the official scorekeeper is yet to change it. We're going to stick with Berche. We saw the replay. 5-3 Syracuse. Ball sent all the way down on Hugo. He'll scoop it up. 2-goal lead for the Silver Knights. Here comes Chiago. Moving in, left side, pulls the trigger block. Head ball, saved by Coughlin. Oh, Valtexera with a wicked head ball, and Coughlin had to bat it over. So the corner kick coming up here for the Heat. Chiago plays it out front. DePrima, he shoots and scores! Danny DePrima, and the Heat now within one. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 46 seconds. Danny DePrima from Chiago finds the bottom corner of the net. Perfectly placed, top right side of that arc area. And Danny DePrima, his 7th goal of the season, will step out. 2:14 to play in the third. It's 5-4 Syracuse. Back on NASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Well, there's Danny DePrima blasting it nice and low.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office
Solutions.
Solutions.
From that right side. We often see some of these shots going high up over, but DePrima kept it low and found the net. The Heat down by just one. A lot of game left here. Meanwhile, looks like Baltimore and Florida are headed to overtime. Tied at 7. Schindler with the ball out in the neutral zone. He'll play it over to the opposite side. Working it around. Back to the keeper, Coughlin. Sent down the corner, trying to get it to Yelovic. Now Bordeaux has it, sends it in front, but just off the mark, down the corner for Patrick Thompson. He'd get it out to the neutral zone, and Schindler comes up with it. Coughlin getting a little pressure. Silver Knights, they have really had the Heat's number the last few seasons. I'm talking the last 4 seasons. On the near side, Bordeaux with it. Bring it down for Schindler, left wing boards. The Syracuse team plays a tough Milwaukee tomorrow. Ball sent down on Hugo, he'll grab on. Kerstetter back on it, getting pressure now, double teamed. He gave it away out to the middle. Here comes Syracuse. Left side shot, hit the post. That upper right corner by Thompson. I don't know what Kerstetter was thinking. He was back there double teamed. And the Knights even had one charging down the middle and just didn't clear it out far enough. So we got a free kick coming up here for the Heat. Injured player for Harrisburg on the far side. Right in front of the Syracuse bench. Not sure if that's Dos Santos. Oh, it's Ricardinho, okay. So Ricardinho knocked into the boards a little bit. He'll go off for now, but I'm sure he'll be back out there. Restart coming up with 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. Trainers are just going to pull him aside. Syracuse on it. They'll clear it out. Thiago, Texera, Thiago spin move at the yellow line, leaves it. Texera left wing, pulls the trigger, that's blocked by Toby. Still loose out front. Kerstetter comes up with it. Now Dos Santos with a blast, that's blocked out of play. A restart coming up for the Heat, down by just one with 13 seconds to go in the third. We'll keep tabs on that Florida-Baltimore game in overtime down there. Berche approaching, shot wide, in front, just wide on the follow-up by Thiago Freitas. Dominic Francis out for DePrima, sends it down just wide along the boards. Coughlin clears it to the side. Francis sends it high in the air, opposite side, and that will do the third quarter here in Harrisburg. Our score, Syracuse 5, the Harrisburg Heat 4. Back with the fourth quarter on MASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Welcome back. John Wills back with you here at the end of 3 quarters of play. It's 5-4 in favor of the Syracuse Silver Knights. Out of town scoreboard in overtime. Baltimore comes back and they knock off the Florida Tropics 8-7. There's Ricardinho getting a nice big old ice pack on that right shoulder as he got banged up late here in this third quarter. Scoring in the third quarter, Ubi Parapovic for Syracuse. A shootout goal 14 seconds into the third made it 3-2. At 4:23, Tavernisi made it 4-2 Syracuse with his 26th goal of the season. Then at 9:15, Bordeaux, his 16th from Yelovic, made it 5-2, but the Heat battled back. At 12:18, a power play goal. Ricardinho from Cabral made it 5-3. Then at 12:46, DePrima, his 7th from Chiago, made it 5-4 in favor of Syracuse. So the Heat within a goal here as we head into this fourth quarter. See if we can check any of the game stats here. See how many shots we have on net between these two teams. But the Heat down by 1 after being down by 3 in that third quarter. And seeing if the stats will pop up for us. Well, not seeing. Looks like Hugo has possibly 17 saves thus far, and nope, 6 saves for Coughlin. And for Hugo, he's got 12 saves. So 17 shots by Syracuse. And for Syracuse, 10. Unofficial stats. So we're trying to get them live here for you. We mentioned other games tonight. Kansas City at Sonora, Rio Grande Valley and San Diego. Heater going left to right here in this fourth quarter. Hugo kicks one out of play. Little mistakes like that are going to hurt you. The Heat have battled back in this game. Can't afford the turnovers like that. Restart top of the arc. Berche approaching. Pulls the trigger. That was Coughlin, by the way, not Hugo, who kicked it out. Chiago. Back in his own yellow. Now Hugo. As the Heater going right to left. Plays it all the way down for Gonzaga. Deep in the corner. Coughlin will clear it out. DePrima approaching the yellow to the right side. He brought the Heat within one. Gets free. Right corner. Shot. Score! Danny DePrima ties the game at 5 with his second goal of the night. Time of the goal. 41 seconds of the fourth. Danny DePrima, upper corner from that right side. And what a rip from the right wing, right side of the box. Second of the game, 8th of the season. We're tied at 5. DePrima, a product of Northern York High School, the Dillsburg area of York County, just outside the Harrisburg area here. Played for the Heat a few seasons ago, then went outdoor with the City Islanders, and then came back this year. We're tied at 5. Early here in the fourth. Heat with the ball. Texera. Now to Kerstetter. Back into the corner. Kerstetter running it down, trying to send it around, knocked wide. The Heat, whatever they have saved up this season or haven't used, this is time to do it. Fourth quarter, final quarter of the season for Harrisburg in front of its largest crowd of the season. But with that Florida loss, Syracuse has assured itself of the other playoff spot from the East. Ball dumped down in the corner. Texera on it. Lobbing it back out front. Toby on it. He'll clear it. I think that Forbes clearing it. The ball sent all the way back to Hugo. Long pass up for Gonzaga. Over on the far boards. Double teamed. Still keeps possession. Up for Texera. Top of the arc. Gets pulled down. That'll be a foul against Syracuse. Darren Toby holding onto that arm, pulling down the big Val Texera. 5-hour score. And a restart coming up here for the Heat. Three-man wall sets up in front. Texera's going to stay down that bottom right. Gonzaga approaching once timeout. Will step out. 12:54 to play in the fourth. 5-5 Harrisburg and Syracuse here on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
And a restart coming up for the Heat. Near the top of the arc, Lucio Gonzaga, the team leaders here for this Harrisburg team. He'll line up to the left side of Chiago, who approaches, plays it for Gonzaga. Shot, kick, save by Coughlin, goes out. A play to be a corner kick coming up for the Heat now. Ricardinho, by the way, is back in there. Ice pack, obviously, off the shoulder. Denison Cabral also out there. The player coach lines up on the opposite side. That's the near side here. You see him with that 75 jersey on. Chiago will restart things. Chiago out for Gonzaga. His shot blocked. Dominic Francis runs it down, plays it all the way back. To Hugo. Loose ball out in the neutral zone. Thompson comes up with it. Running it down the far side. Gets past Cabral. And then one back by Dos Santos. Back to Hugo in traffic. Sends it up the middle of the field. Headed the other way. Dos Santos comes up with it. Chips it high in the air. Out near midfield. And it's headed all the way back to Coughlin, who'll hold on. 12-12 to go in the fourth. Tied at 5. Coughlin brings it out to the yellow line. Weaves traffic. Sends up the middle. Stolen away by Dominic Francis. Tries to score from out of midfield with Coughlin out of net, but can't get off a good shot. Goes out of play. And the MASL. Some great competition heading into the playoffs. Baltimore and Syracuse in the East. Milwaukee and Cedar Rapids in the Central as the Heat trying to clear it out again. Monterey and Sonora in the Southwest. And San Diego, I'm not sure. I think Ontario and Tacoma both are still battling for that second spot. Look out. Top of the box. Here's Forbes. Shot. Save, Hugo. And then kicked back out to the neutral zone. Thiago Freitas on it. Playing it back for Chantel. Far side for Kerstetter. Thiago double team. Didn't know he had traffic behind him. The ball deflects over to David Miller. He'll use the heel kick trying to get it to Thiago, but it's stolen back by Forbes, giving it to Tavernese. He gets bumped down from behind by Miller. It'll be a foul against the Heat. Along the near side, Forbes with the ball. He'll move in. Right point. His shot blocked by Chantel. Back out to Schindler at midfield. Set down in the corner. Schindler trying to center it, but it's sent back out, and Raymond comes up with it. Now Forbes, shot, gets deflected wide. Through a couple players, one of those Yelovic. Miller trying to clear it out, having problems, and gave it away on the far boards, then breaks it up. Now Chantel trying to help out along the far side, and the ball is stuffed. It will be a drop ball between Chantel and Schindler down in the left corner. They'll drop it and poke it back out front. Shot wide. The ball comes back out to the neutral zone. Umi Parapovic on it there. Trying to play it down. Yelovic over to Umi Parapovic. Knocks back out to the neutral zone. 10-10 to go in the fourth. 5-5 is our score. Toby on at center circle. Ball played to the right side. Toby on it. Neutral zone. Yelovic. Near side Toby. They'll get it down. Right wing boards to Forbes. Knocks off the boards. Shot by Toby. There's blocked. Now Forbes. And back out to the right point. Bordeaux. He gets bumped down. Foul on the Heat. 9:29 to go. Bordeaux has a goal in this game. He'll move out of the way, and Forbes will approach, playing at top of the box. Back out to Forbes, shanked it wide. Ball goes to the far side, deflected out of play. By the Silver Knights, it'll be Harrisburg Heat ball. Syracuse home tomorrow afternoon, 4:05 against Milwaukee. You folks up north in Syracuse, going out and support your Silver Knights. Out of midfield, Yelovic on it. Far boards. Back towards the yellow line. Schindler sends it the other way. Bounces right on the yellow line, headed back to Hugo. Long pass up for Val Texera. Can't keep control. Battling for it with Schindler. And now the Silver Knights come away with it. Stolen away by Thiago. Thiago trying to move in left side as it poked away from him by Bo Yelovic. He'll send it back to Coughlin. Up the middle, Bordeaux gave it away. Here's Danny DePrima on the right wing boards. Texera, top of the arc. Back out neutral zone. Berche, left side. Francis shot blocked by Schindler. Comes all the way back to Hugo. Schindler 22 blocks on the season, but it's actually Darren Toby leading with 31 blocks coming into this game for the Silver Knights. Ball dumped down into the corner, headed by Ricardinho out front, but it's shanked up by Dominic Francis. A little hard off that volley, trying to keep it down. Dominic Francis from England. Oh, and a miscue by Coughlin on his distribution, and the Heat come up with it. left side, and Francis unable to get the shot off. I think the ball slipped out. He had a last-second change of heart at getting rid of the ball, and it just kind of flopped out there near the yellow line, but no damage done. Sent all the way down to Tavernisi. Ubi Parapovic sends it back out of midfield. We're midway through the fourth quarter, tied at 5. Darren Toby with the ball in midfield for Syracuse. Coughlin up along the near side. Stops in midfield, taking his time. Getting a little dangerous. Coughlin sends it up the middle. Knocked up in the air, headed by Thompson. Kerstetter clears it back out, headed back in again. Knocked around by Chantel. He'll get it back. He'll get it up for Dominic Francis along the far boards. Francis will play it back to Dos Santos. He changing up. Hugo tapping it down the near side for DePrima to the middle, Dos Santos. Far side, Thiago Freitas. Thiago, near side. Thiago got knocked down. It's a foul on the Silver Knights. Thiago right in front of the Syracuse bench, just kind of holding his hands up, saying, okay, take it easy, buddy. Thiago, 3 goals last night, but only an assist in this game. Here's Dos Santos with a shot, blocked in the middle by Schindler. Near side, Fabian double team. Ball goes in the corner. Thiago knocking it around. Back out front, saved by Coughlin, but Thiago scores! And a yellow card against Syracuse after the goal. Watch this work down in the corner. And a shot there. Thiago, a shot and a save, and Thiago right in front to finish it off. Time of the goal, 8:26. And Thiago, with his 11th of the season. See if they give an assist on the initial shot. Yep, Fabian will get the assist. Fabian wearing the number 9, it is not his name on the back of the jersey. And then we get a yellow card, which will not be a power play. It'll just be a misconduct. So they call it on Coughlin, and serving the penalty will be Cunningham. So teams remain at equal strength, and the Heat have taken a 6-5 lead with 6:20 to play here in the fourth. Coughlin's going to chip it down into the corner. All sent out to the neutral zone. Near the top, comes out to Toby. He'll take his time. 5:50 to go here in the fourth. Bordeaux playing it down into the left corner for Jelinek. He's getting free at the top of the arc. His shot hits just above the crossbar and goes out of play. 6-5, Harrisburg battling back from a 3-goal deficit for 4 unanswered goals. It was Ricardinho on the power play. Couple goals by Danny DePrima. And now just moments ago, Thiago with the assist to Fabian. Tyler Fabian had that initial shot. And Thiago was right there to finish it off. Hugo, long pass up for Val Texera at the right point. Heel kicking it down into the corner. Ball sent around the boards, and Coughlin will hold on to the shot by Chantel. Out to the neutral zone it comes. Over on the far side, crossed, and Fabian clears it out. Ubi Parapovic on the near side with it. Milwaukee Wave on the season. First place in the Central Division They visit Syracuse tomorrow. That should be a great game. Ubi Parapovic sending it down into the left corner. Tavernisi works it out, top of the arc, puts it up and out of play. 4:39 to go here in the fourth. 6-5 Harrisburg. And keep checking out MASL Soccer and HarrisburgHeat.com. All the updates around the league and around the Harrisburg Heat world. Check out our Facebook page as well. Stay in tune during the playoffs, even though the Heat aren't in it. Always fun to see what happens. Here's Gonzaga, right wing. Shot gets deflected just wide. Ball comes out to the left side. Heat trying to keep it alive. They do. Berche moving in. Can't get control. It's cleared back out. Back the other way. Comes Callahan. Sends it to the far side. Gonzaga losing it. Now it's Ben Raymond with it. Moving in. He gets tripped up. That'll be a foul against the Heat. They're going to call that, I thought they called it on Gonzaga or Berche, but either way, it's a restart here for Syracuse just inside the yellow line. At the left point. Center point, Raymond, shot blocked by Francis. Coughlin all the way out of midfield, dumping it in, headed back the other way, and Coughlin has to go back to his yellow line for it, tap it near side of Schindler. Schindler's going to dump it all the way down into the corner. Short hop there, Chantel guarding it, kicks it back out to the neutral zone. Heat clinging to a 1-goal lead. 6-5 Harrisburg. Chantel trying to get control, cannot. Raymond sends it to the middle, and Thompson puts it up and out of play, touched by a Heat player. It'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Silver Knights. Patrick Thompson played for the Heat a few seasons ago. A newcomer, young guy. He's been learning well up in Syracuse the last couple seasons. Ball played to the middle. Nice deflection by Dominic Francis to keep that ball from going to the foot of Tavernisi. Now it's Ubi Parapovic at the right point. He'll cross it over to the opposite side. Forbes sending it down the corner. Toby on it there in the left wing boards. He'll bring it back out to the neutral zone. 3:15 to go. Heat leading 6-5. Out front, shot by Forbes is blocked. Out to the middle. Dominic Francis was going to have a nice little steal, but they blew the whistle on the foul against Syracuse at the other end as Thiago got knocked down. Keisha missed it. Overtime win for Baltimore tonight. They knock off the Florida Tropics 8-7. Tough one for Florida. They had the lead in that one, but just could not hold on. That's a type of team that Baltimore always is. They just always seem to somehow rally back and get the goals when needed. They've been banged up this season. All right, here come the Heat again. They lead at 6-5. Dominic Francis trying to get it to Thiago, but Forbes steps in front of the pass, brings it back up at midfield. They'll take it over to the far side. Dos Santos is on it, ball knocking around. Still loose down in the corner, sent around in front, but nobody home. At the right point, Ubi Parapovic takes it top of the arc, blocked by Francis, staying right on him, shot, goal from the corner. Everyone didn't see that one coming, except Ubi Parapovic, who ties this game. Time of the goal, 12:27. Took the shot from the left wing in traffic with the left foot, got past Dos Santos in the middle and right past Hugo. And that is the third goal of the game for Ubi Parapovic. His 23rd of the season. And we are tied at 6. Ball sent down the near side. Fabian runs it down, plays it all the way back to Hugo. We could be seeing overtime here tonight as well. Fabian over to Ricardinho, back to Fabian, top side of the box, shot, score! across the twine. And it's 7-6 Harrisburg. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 49 seconds. Fabian got enough of a wicked shot on that. Got a piece of Thompson and a piece of Coughlin and able to go in. Fabian, the goal. Now that is not his name on the back of the jersey, as you see. That was an earlier player this season from Russia. As we'll keep it right here with 2:11 to play in the fourth. And Harrisburg back in front 7-6. Final game of the season for the Harrisburg Heat. They will not make the playoffs, but a nice crowd on hand here tonight. And next season, the Heat will start in December. So Heat fans get those season tickets ordered in the off season. Tennyson Cabral telling his team, buckle down now. Need some good defense. Gino DeFlorio, the assistant coach there, helping out. A lot of Heat alumni here tonight. They played at halftime. Val Texera's ceremony at halftime announcing his retirement. And can the Heat hold on and knock off this Syracuse team? Syracuse is going to get the number 2 spot in the East. And Hugo's got to stand on his head here in the final 2:11. Sixth attacker is on. That's going to be Bordeaux for Syracuse foot race. Danny DePrima trying to get to it. Bordeaux back on it, clears it out. Bordeaux's got that orange jersey on. Ball sent down into the corner. Tavernese on it. They'll play it back out in the neutral zone. Now Toby losing possession. Ricardinho trying to clear it out. Chiago trying to get to it. He'll knock it off the boards. Look out. Here comes Ricardinho. Getting it up to Danny DePrima as Bordeaux gets back in net. DePrima takes it to the corner. Centers it. It's knocked to the side by Darren Toby. Loose along the near corner. Falling down, knocking into the boards was DePrima, so it'll be a foul against Syracuse. Danny DePrima, 2 big goals. One near the end of the third and one early in the fourth. Getting the Heat back in this game. A restart coming up for Harrisburg. Comes out front, Ricardinho, back, score! Danny DePrima's got the hat trick. Oh, yeah, tickle the twine, Danny DePrima. Third goal of the game against the 6th attacker. 13:35, Danny DePrima. His 9th of the season. Ricardinho, nice little heel kick back to him. And it's 8-6 Harrisburg. Great hustle by Danny DePrima. He was able to get that foul drawn in the corner, get the restart, get the pass, and finish it off. 8-6 Harrisburg. Syracuse will stick with the 6th attacker. Here comes Forbes at the right side. Along to Darren Toby on the right wing boards, has a poke loose. Deep in the corner, Forbes, shot blocked. Look out. Chiago Freitas taking his time. He just chips it out now to the middle. Right side, Darren Toby. On to the right wing, gets it back. Look out. Toby with a shot blocked. Cleared back out by the Heat. Foot race. Bordeaux's going to run it down. Leaves it behind him to Forbes. He'll play to the opposite side with 40 seconds to go in the fourth. 8-6 Heat. Toby Parapovic down to the left side into the corner. Yelovic centers it. It gets deflected just wide. Still loose. Bodies flying, and Hugo able to pick it up. He'll go to the top of the box. He'll fire it up the field. This one's going. Oh, just wide to the right side. 19 seconds to go. Here come the Silver Knights again. Long shot gets deflected wide. Comes over to the right side. Tavernese shot blocked. He'll get it back again in front. Goal. on the back post with 8 seconds. Bo Jelinek able to finish it off, but a lot of time used up in that flurry of shots and running. 14:52, time of the goal. And Jelinek from Tavernisi, it's 8-7 in favor of the Heat. Tavernisi got it over, and Jelinek just standing on that back post, able to deflect it in. 8 seconds to go for the Heat to hold on to a victory here. A 6th attacker goal for Syracuse. Which way will he go with it? Gonzaga playing it back to Hugo. He'll chip it high in the air all the way down to Bordeaux. He'll boot it up in midfield, and there's just not enough time on the clock for Syracuse, and the Harrisburg Heat will end the regular season with a victory. A strong finish and a comeback win for the Harrisburg Heat, who were down 5-2 and able to come back and win 8-7. Fantastic comeback for the Heat. And we can run down all the scoring in this one. There was a lot of it. And a lot of fun for the Harrisburg Heat. As the players are shaking hands one last time on the season. I'm sure they're wishing Syracuse good luck going into the playoffs. Here's Danny DePrima, the star in this one for the Heat, with 3 goals. So let's run down the scoring for you. It all started in the first quarter at 12:06, and Dominic Francis was able to get the first one on, and Ricardinho, then it was Berche there getting the second goal for the Heat. Schindler comes back and makes it a 2-1 game, still in favor of the Heat at 3:26 of the second. Then at 8:29, Ubi Parapovic able to come up with the ball, tie this game at 2, and that's where we stood at halftime. We moved to the third, just 14 seconds into the third. Shootout goal here by Ubi Parapovic, bottom corner, makes it a 3-2 game in favor of Syracuse. And he did a nice job just tapping it forward with the left, moving it up on Hugo and finding the bottom corner. At 4:23 of the third, Syracuse battling again, and Schindler make that Tavernisi able to come up with a ball off of Chantel's foot, makes it 4-2. Then at 9:15, Bordeaux comes up with it, finishing it off 5-2, biggest lead of the game for Syracuse, but then the Heat start to battle back. Power play goal at 12:18. It's Ricardinho right down the middle, getting it off the boards from Denison Cabral, made it 5-3. Moved then just, what about 20-some seconds later at 12:46, Danny DePrima, his first of the game, 7th of the season, makes it a 5-4 game. We move into the fourth quarter. Here's DePrima again off the boards, and he finishes it off, makes it a 5-5 game, his second, 8th of the season. And then at 8:26, here's Thiago from Fabian, makes it 6-5. The Heat have the lead, but not for long. At 12:27, Ubi Parapovic able to finish it off deep from that left corner, ties the game at 6. But just 22 seconds later, 12:49, here's Fabian. Tyler Fabian able to turn and score, gives the Heat a 7-6 lead. The insurance goal they needed right here as Ricardinho plays it back to Danny DePrima. He finished it off. The hat trick for him, 9th of the season. Ricardinho the assist. Right here, Syracuse getting one back late with 8 seconds to go by Jelinek, but he knows that time would just not be on their side. They are unable to get anything off in time as the Heat would start the possession after that goal, and the Heat hold on for an 8-7 victory. The victory in net goes to Hugo, and the loss for Syracuse goes to Andrew Coughlin. So the Heat 6-16, Syracuse 12-8, and the Harrisburg Heat end their season with the largest crowd of this season and a victory. Now we want to thank everyone involved this season with the Harrisburg Heat and all the sponsors who you may see in some of those boards in the background or hearing some of our commercial content. Thank you for tuning in. Check out the Heat's website all off-season and the Facebook page for updates for the Harrisburg Heat, who will start next season in December. MASL moving things back a month. And we'll get into March next year, which will be more fun from a fan perspective. So we look forward to seeing you next season here with the Harrisburg Heat. Also want to remind you that season ticket information is available for the Harrisburg Heat. The post-game party still at Mr. G's. And congratulations to Val Texera playing his final game as a member of the Harrisburg Heat and getting a victory from that. Want to thank Chad and the fine folks here from Invicta, our TV folks running things, and my personal engineer on site here, Tim Starlepper. And thank all of you fans out there in the MASL. Hope you've enjoyed our Harrisburg Heat broadcast this season. Look forward to seeing you around the league, maybe in the playoffs. And if not, we'll see you back here next season for Harrisburg Heat soccer. Once again, our final score here in Harrisburg, the Harrisburg Heat 8, the Syracuse Silver Knights 7. The Knights playing at home tomorrow at 4. You folks in Syracuse, check them out. Harrisburg will see you next season. I'm John Wilsbach, thanking you for joining us on MASL TV and the Heat Soccer Network.